What's good, YouTube? It's Jackson here, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the new Tyler the Creator album dropping Friday. I'm gonna be doing a whole listening party for the album on Thursday. We're staying up. It'll probably drop a couple hours before midnight, I'm guessing. And today, I'm just gonna be talking about my theories. I'm joined by my good friend Justin Vogt. We're gonna be talking about the album, our theories, what we think the genre is gonna be, all that fun stuff.
I'm hyped.
It's lit, yeah.
The
We're
album's gonna be
hyped.
amazing. The album's gonna be great. Okay,
Yes.
you can't tell me otherwise.
Yep.
Even if it sucks, it's gonna be great.
All right. So, first, I want to talk about the new character, Baudelaire.
Baudelaire.
Okay, Baudelaire. So this is a picture of him, the actual guy, Charles Baudelaire.
Yeah,
He's
a poet.
yeah. So he was an artist from the 1800s, and I think he's basing his character off of this. People are theorizing that it's gonna be the guy from Unfortunate Events. What are your thoughts on this, Justin?
Yeah,
about the character.
I believe in it a lot. It's based on, from what I've seen, a lot of the theories are it's based on not only the poet, which was known to have like a lot of loyal followers, but then a lot of people that didn't like him. This is stuff I don't remember, but kind of remember, and that fits Tyler a lot. He's got a lot of loyal followers.
Yeah.
People don't like him at all. But it's meant to be based off, like hypothetically based off Charles Baudelaire and the kids from the Baudelaire, because like there's some references and some songs about how about like what happens in the books, and I think that's cool. I think it fits with his thing, like Call Me If You Get Lost, and his new character with like all the luggage, like he's going somewhere, and it kind of fits with the whole idea of the Baudelaires. Like they could never find a place that was truly safe for them. There was always something there that they that they couldn't overcome.
I didn't know that before. Yeah, that's good. And then I also want to talk about the story. So I'm kind of gonna go through what the storyline really we know so far, which basically in Lumberjack, we start off, Tyler's kind of packing his suitcases, he's getting ready to travel somewhere, and then in the What's Your Name video, he's in his car, and then he's trying to pull this girl at this place he stopped, and then he obviously realizes that she has a boyfriend at the end, and then hence we get the thing, Call Me If You Get Lost, which has been in all the videos, all the teasers. And then in this new video, the Brown Sugar Salmon, he's on like a bus or train.
Train. Yeah.
Like a train, and it's an overnight train because he's getting dinner and stuff, and he doesn't get the dinner. It gets all frustrated. I was kind of confused about this video. I don't really know how it fits in, but we can also see the mountains and the grass that we were seeing in the What's Your Name video that he was driving. It kind of looked familiar. And so, what are your thoughts on this video, and how do you think it connects?
So I've actually been thinking about this a lot. I don't think it connects at all. I think it's stuff before the album to just kind of introduce the characters a little bit more. It's introducing that like the characters he's interacting with aren't like, they aren't really like grounded, and so maybe it shows that everyone else is kind of like they almost like know something or something's off, but then with him he's just kind of like he's there, so he's traveling and just like what's happening as he's going.
Yeah, I think it's just showing that he's kind of traveling,
Yeah,
because the whole album is probably just gonna be him traveling around the world, and I think it's just setting up. I think it's just random setting up for traveling.
I think the album is gonna be about like the idea of traveling. I think it's like Call Me If You Get Lost. I think it's a metaphor on like he's changing again. Like how from his first couple albums is a big change. From you can listen to it. From Goblin to Wolf, there's a big change even there, and then from Wolf to Cherry Bomb, there's a big change there, and from every single album, there's a giant change. So I think it shows that it's a metaphor about change. Call Me If You Get Lost, like he may like lose himself on the way when he's he's going through this thing. He's like,
Yeah.
what am I? What am I gonna be?
Yeah, I think Tyler is I think each different song is gonna be a different genre, just like a different place in the world. I think it's gonna be different. But
That's a good.
I could be
Yeah.
wrong because Lumberjack was kind of hard, grimy stuff, and then What's Your Name kind of reminded me of Igor, kind of a different genre. He's rapping on both, but it sounds different, and I think that's gonna be the same with different songs. Maybe it's like Lumberjack, he was rapping, but then it's like he was rapping from like Arizona, random, and then he goes to California. He's still rapping, but it's a little different, you know? Maybe that
Yeah.
could be like a metaphor.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think I'm having like a hard time just like thinking about this album and what it's really going to be
Yeah.
about. Because like if you think about it, it's like why would anyone really? It's like he's really big with making these very elaborate. Like there's this great video, um, on YouTube about the whole story, like the whole entire discography of Igor, and this guy explains it beautifully. I don't remember the name, but it's a very deep story in almost all of his albums. And, in a couple there's not really a story, he's just talking. But and so I think I'm having a hard time understanding like what the big like motive of this is going to be, because like you said, a lot of the songs sound a lot different, and
Mhm.
that could be yeah, part of the traveling, like he's changing.
Yeah.
um
And
but it seems so weird. It's like, why would he change if he's always changing? And I think once he got to Igor, that's what suited him best.
yeah.
He finally he's comfortable with him coming out now. He's comfortable with the sexuality now, and he's just doing whatever he wants now. And so I feel like it would be weird for him to change again. But that's what I see when I look at all the art and like all the things that's come, that he's going somewhere. And
Yeah.
that could be, I don't think that really means like traveling, but he's going somewhere. He's turning into something like a butterfly. It's like it's metamorphosizing.
Yeah. I think people were speculating when he released Lumberjack that this was his farewell to hip hop after this album, but I don't know if this is completely true because we also get the number snippet when you call that one number, and it kind of reminds me of like a pop thing. Do you think this is his farewell to hip hop, or do you think it's gonna be a different genre?
I don't think so. I think Tyler's always been, because like you've listened to Igor. Igor is it's synth driven, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like some like 80s like love kind of music, right? But it's still hip hop. He's writing bars over like
Yeah.
beautiful chords, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen that anywhere, right? But this is like the type of music it is, and what he's doing with it. It's great.
Yeah.
And so I think that's his thing. It's they're different.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
I don't know,
There's.
because like What's Your Name? That's still kind of hip hop,
Yeah.
and number that's like Igor, but it's still hip hop. It's like it's
Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe he's just because Tyler's thing is like you have these beautiful backing vocals, this beautiful instrumental with crazy chords in the background, and then you have him rapping over that, and then also singing.
yeah, like
Yeah.
hard bars over like things that you wouldn't think would be. Wait, dude, my mom's calling me.
In the beginning of the song, he says, "That's when I saw she." Now, people were speculating. I think this is kind of blown out of proportion. People are speculating that this is
The same she is Goblin.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I think it's just an Easter egg. But people do
No,
think that.
I think he uses she as just a metaphor for all girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he does have the song "Her" on Goblin.
Mm.
But maybe it's just an Easter egg. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be part of the Goblin trilogy. But the crazy thing about this album hype is every day, every new thing that he's released, I've had a different theory about. Like, it in the beginning when he first was releasing all this stuff, I thought it was gonna be in the trilogy again. The next day I thought, oh, he's continuing with Flower Boy. The next day when he released Side Street or whatever, I thought, oh, Igor continuation or something like that.
You know what? That's what That's what I'm feeling. It feels like
It's
Flower Boy.
mysterious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like, yeah,
Oh.
it really is. But I feel like it feels like Flower Boy. Like he's blooming, he's becoming, he's changing. You know? I feel because like the whole luggage thing. He's moving. People like create new lives when they go to new places.
Yeah, and he's also on Flower Boy. He was talking about his sexuality a little, but like it didn't seem fulfilled. Like he was fully just like it was references every once in a while. Like, and I ain't got time. Like, I've been kissing white boys since 2004. He just kind of he snuck that in. He barely snuck that in.
I don't really think he's gay.
Actually,
I just can't like see him like that. You know?
I mean, he's bi.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
It seems really weird.
Yeah, he doesn't seem fully comfortable with himself, which is also probably adding on to the scheme of the album. Because he was just fitting bars into Flower Boy that were like slowly hinting at him being gay. Just like very little, you know? And then obviously Igor, the whole album was about a man. But
I think Igor is not in Tyler's. I don't think Igor is in Tyler's point of view.
Yeah, it's not. So
exactly. I don't think it's about. I think it's a crazy thing because I don't. It doesn't feel to me like that's Tyler's point of view. I think Tyler.
But what about Flower Boy?
Let's just go crazy with it. Let's just say Tyler is the guy that the other guy wants. Let's say that.
Then wouldn't he be gay too?
No, Tyler is the one with the girlfriend that the other person wants to kill. I don't know, dude.
No, but in Igor,
I don't feel like Igor is from Tyler's point of view.
Okay, that's fair. It isn't because it's a separate character. But Flower Boy, I don't know. Let's move on from that. That doesn't necessarily relate to the album. So, I mean, let's see. Okay, so let's move on from storyline. Let's go into album, like what we want. Like, so I hope this album is like 40 minutes, kind of like Igor and Flower Boy, kind of around 40 to 50 minutes. I think that's like the perfect amount of time for like a story, and because it's not like too long, I won't get tired of it, but it's not too short that I'm just having a whole bunch of questions about this story. What do you want the album length to be?
Well, Tyler's always been known, except for, one project, which isn't exactly my favorite, but,
What? Goblin?
Goblin, yeah. He's always been known for not releasing that many songs, but he keeps them good. Like, in my personal opinion, Wolf has no skips. Igor has no skips. Flower Boy has no skips.
Wolf is questionable. Trash Wang Trash song. You know that.
Yeah, but still, it's kind of...
The beginning of Trash Wang is fire, though, when he's, like, running back. Ooh.
It kind of fits into his whole his beginning, like, Wolfgang, like, Golf Wang with the whole, like, fuck everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. It's, like, kind of, like, gross.
Yeah, I understand that.
And Tree Home also sucks, but it fits,
what?
You know?
Dude, come on. Tree Home's good.
Dude, you're joking. So I think there's gonna be maybe less, like Igor. When Igor's like 8, it's definitely less. I think it's gonna be less, but it's gonna be very concentrated and very good. From what I've heard so far, Lumberjack, banger, sweet, or that beat on is it Sweet?
Yeah, Sweet.
That beat on that is insane. Number is insane. I think the album's gonna be really good. I think it's going to be short, but very compressed, like really good songs throughout the whole entire album.
I mean, you really don't know with this album. It's very mysterious. You don't know what genre it's gonna be, which I think definitely builds the hype for it, like I said. And what do you think about features? I personally don't want too many features. I feel like features sometimes ruin songs if they're rappers. Like, I'd be down for some singers to be featured and just samples, but if it was like... Because people were thinking that, like, there was like a leak that NBA YoungBoy is on a song. Like, I don't want that, honestly.
No, Tyler would never.
Yeah. But there was a leak. It might have been fake, but it was going around.
I saw a leak that ASAP is gonna be on it, and I'm
Oh,
very
ASAP's definitely gonna be on it. There's like no question about that. Like
I'm
Franco,
very happy. I'm very happy for that.
I hope Frank Ocean's on the album too.
He
Kaylee
won't, he
Uchis
won't,
should be on the album
he
too.
won't be. He won't be. Watch. Listen, I love Frank. Okay,
Mhm.
you can't not like Frank. He's
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
and I feel for him about what happened. His brother died. If you guys didn't know, his brother died like in quarantine, and he disappeared. He was gone. No one knew. He was like on the news once. He was like sitting on the curb like
He
crying.
was with Tyler like a month ago.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Gone. It's like gone from the internet.
Yeah.
Gone from like paparazzi.
There was
Everything.
other stuff too.
And then he's back for like one day, and that's the one thing anyone's seen from him
That's
in New
true.
York. So I don't think he's in the right mindset to be making music. But you know what I do think? I think when his new album drops, whenever it's gonna drop, it's going to be amazing because he has all this emotion from his brother. That it's gonna make beautiful music. Just watch. But I don't think he's ready yet to make music. I don't think it's gonna be on the album.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But I think ASAP, there's gonna be one song on the album that doesn't have to do with any of the story, and it's gonna feature ASAP, and they're just gonna go hard, like Who Dat Boy.
Yeah, Who Dat Boy has no significance at all.
Yeah,
But that
but
song's hard.
it's fire.
Mhm.
Um, but okay, so this is another thought with character.
Mhm.
Tyler in the Brown Sugared video or song, I don't know.
Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah, there you go. He doesn't seem too much in character. He kind of seems like himself. That seems like what Tyler would do in that situation. You know, it doesn't seem like a character like Igor with the whole suit and the all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be like a full blown character, or it could be like Goblin Bastard and Wolf, where it's kind of a character, but it's basically just Tyler.
Oh, Wolf is a big character.
I mean,
Eh,
in the
yeah,
skits, he's
no.
kind of himself, though. You know?
He's himself, but he integrates these characters into it.
Yeah,
He's
like
always-
other characters for sure. But like in the skits, he's like, it's kind of like Tyler. There's not somebody that you would imagine in a wig and a.
But we don't know though, because he's wearing what the character is wearing. So,
Yeah.
so that's the first guess. He's wearing what the character is.
I mean, he's
known to wear.
definitely a character, but he could just be
Luggage.
like another version of
I
Tyler.
think it's hard to tell because we've never seen these characters visualized, you know. So I think it's hard to tell what they'd be like, other than what we know from the singing. So in Wolf, for example, Sam
Mhm.
is like aggressive, really mean. On a lot of the songs he's in, it's like hard bars
Yeah,
over like hard drums.
and he's selling drugs and yeah.
Yeah, he sells drugs. He sells drugs to 48 states in America. You know,
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to tell because like we've made our own, like, we don't know how these characters really act.
Mhm.
You know, we only know how they make music. We only know how Tyler was feeling when he was making this music, and then he added a name to that character. So
Yeah.
I think it's still a character, but it's hard to tell because, you know, maybe this one could be different because you think, you know, Igor isn't really known. Yeah, that's not a very Tyler thing to be like falling in love and like, you know, like wanting this person so bad you're willing to like kill for them.
Yeah.
It's a very like laid back kind of like funny kind of guy, and so it's hard to tell. You know, you never really know because Igor was so different. So this new character, this new, like, you know, bomber hat character, whoever he is, the luggage guy, he could be more like Tyler.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think
Like
there'll
a
be
child.
skits on the album, or the music's just gonna be the story?
it's just gonna be music.
Yeah.
There may be like interludes like on Igor, but I don't think there's gonna be skits. I really don't know why he did that. I mean, it builds hype though. I think I think I already said that. I think it just builds hype. I think that's the only reason he did it.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it has any significance at all. Hopefully, he maybe like talks about it on Twitter. Because usually when he drops it out, like on Ego, he dropped an album and he started like talking about it.
Yeah.
Like talking features, like stuff like that. So we'll find out.
Okay, so in the Lumberjack video too, we also see that guy in the suit with the top hat. Do you think that's a character too, or he's just like random in the video?
People were saying that was Count Olaf.
He does not look like him at all.
That's what people were saying, but
yeah, I saw that, but it does not look anything like him.
You know, I don't know, because it could be another character. Because those are the only characters we've ever seen. Right now, we have the luggage guy, right, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
We have the only people we've ever actually seen. So we have Tyler, luggage guy, and then we have Tyler as the guy dressed up. And then we have we can't really count her, but we can count her. We've got the girl that's painting Tyler's nails. And so I don't think Tyler really shows anybody unless it has some significance.
Yeah, it has to be visual through the album.
Yeah, so I think it's maybe
Taco's a character too, and the girl.
Who is?
Taco.
Taco.
Yeah, the guy.
You think Taco's gonna be a character?
He is. He's in the videos.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean anything.
He's just the boyfriend. Dude,
I think the whole reason he dropped these snippets was just to hype it up, to put so that whenever you think of the album, you think of these like really nicely directed, really beautifully shot, little clips.
I don't think so. I don't think he would have the girl in 2 videos.
No, the girl is definitely a character.
And the guy, because he was at the... Okay.
Yeah, I know, but you're going to learn more from listening to the music, not like...
Yeah, I know. These are all speculations. We're just theorizing. Yeah. We can't say any... Yeah. We could look back on this and be like, we were stupid in a week.
We're probably totally wrong.
Yeah, we're probably totally wrong. Just in a week, we're going to look back on this video and be like, yeah, we were so wrong. We're stupid.
Yeah, probably.
But, okay, Tyler's traveling. He's trying to pull the girl. He's on these trains. But then in Side Street, we see him with the girl. So I think this is how the album is going to transform. He's going to be trying to pull the girl, one, and then towards the end, falling in love with this girl. And then, yeah, what do you think? How that's going to transform?
Oh, this is Side Street.
Yeah, the one where he's making out with that girl from, what's her name? Yeah. So how do you think that's going to transform from him kind of maybe being frustrated with not being able to get this girl? Because she was completely ignoring him and what's your name? And then they're making out in Side Street.
Bro, touch the Big Blood. Like, bro, you can't.
What?
To the Big Blood. Go to the fucking Wendy.
You got any response?
Okay, okay, can I say, I think this will help a little bit. Let me just say this. What's Your Name is definitely, you cannot tell me, it's the first song on the album.
Maybe.
Okay? Yeah. It's either first or it's last.
I think, but wouldn't Lumberjack come before it because of the video? But maybe the video is just completely different.
Alright, my bad. Cut. Okay. No, because like it's kind of like, because What's Your Name? It has like that whole interlude before the song, and that fits. Like, look, he's like, it's not, dude. What's Your Name is #1 on trending.
Before you spend most of your life in
California Swimming.
Yeah, I could see it as the first song.
I don't mind tiptoeing across the globe for thrills. Flying to Vienna to see a show at the Kunstmuseum.
So now I think about it.
Or headed south to race dolphins with Jesse. This time.
That whole What's Your Name? That could be the beginning.
I think
here in the background.
I think it's the beginning. It could be the beginning.
That's what I might see.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fire right
Okay,
there.
I don't. Bro,
Thoughts?
I think it fits. I think it really fits as the beginning, right?
And I
But the
don't
more that I
think
listen to it, that could be like a middle of the song. That could be like a middle of the album kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know, because like he just starts talking about California and how you're in cars.
Yeah.
But I think it's the beginning. We could just say that that's going to be the beginning now,
I don't think
because it
where
also
he-
fits with Side Street.
I don't
So
think where
let's say
he's
in the
talk-
beginning he's trying to get the girl. All right, let me watch this through. This is what happens at the end. He's trying to get the girl. The girl sees this girl. He's like, I want this girl now. The girl goes and eats a croissant with
Taco.
Taco.
Yeah,
With Taco.
that's what I was
He's
talking
hiding in
about.
the back. Okay, all right.
That's
So
what I was
he's trying
talking
to
about.
get the girl. He's trying to get the girl. He sees this girl. He's like, bro, what's your name? I want your number. Look. Oh, I just had a fucking. Oh my god, Jackson.
Okay.
And what's the name? He's like, girl. All right, I like you a lot. And he sees the he sees her go to her boyfriend. And let's say in the next song is number. Or no. Let's say the song before he's
Nah.
like talking to the girl more, and he like gets to know her a little bit more after he sees her. And then the next song is number. He's like, I just hope to God you saved my number, because he's like he finally got the
And
girl.
then he travels.
He's like, I'm better than your boyfriend, and so he gives him his number, right?
Yeah.
And then in Sweet, after they finally meet up, they're all kissing, and Taco was in it again. So what's your name?
Maybe.
So what's your name? He's like, bro, I like this girl. And she's a boyfriend, and she's like, bro. And then the next song, number, he gives her his number. He's like, I just hope the guy just send my number. Call me if you can. Like, if you can, like, you know, if you can get away from your boyfriend long enough to call me. And then they hang out. It's like, wow, amazing.
That has potential, but I think Tyler may have to do some other stuff because she was completely ignoring him right there.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. So there's the first song, and then another song, and then number. I think the next
And then
the song in between is him like getting to know the girl a little bit more.
and then he goes away and goes on like a trip, and then she finally calls him, and then he goes back to like Hollywood, wherever Side Street was, because that's what the question was. That's what the question was.
Let's say Side Street is like mid album, and then you have What's Your Name a little bit before, and then you have number, and then he travels, and then at the very end when he's coming back, that's at the very end when he's coming back, that's Side Street. He's starting to come back to California, Side Street, and he's.
I mean, that's what the question was, like how it's gonna transform from, like, because in Side Street, I don't think he would be with that girl if he was traveling around still. I think he probably stayed in one place near that girl. So that's also like different than what he's been doing in the last like 3 videos where he's traveling around. So I think the album's gonna kind of change mid.
You know, bro, I'm just not trying to like think about it too much, to be honest.
I mean, that's the whole point of this. We're just theorizing.
Like, I know it kind of fucks with the whole thing, but it's like, I just want to enjoy the album.
I mean, we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, we
don't
can.
know. It's kind of hard to kind of speculate because we really, because we really don't have much. We have kind of nothing.
I mean, anything else you want to add? Talk about, you know?
Dude, this girl's still snapping me. Anything else? I'm so confused on why he added the little skits like brown sugar salmon and all these things. I wonder if they fit somehow.
I bet they do. I think brown sugar salmon is just showing that he's traveling. Still.
Yeah, but like, does it really matter? Like, I don't think it really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jason did.
Like, maybe it's just like hiking.
Hold up.
Or banana.
Hold up.
2 bananas for $1.
Fuck, I love that song. Okay, so in the beginning of Lumberjack, he's talking about the plane was such a lane.
Dumping in the powder that's reflecting on my pulse in the skin.
What's up?
Decided to drop my concrete boat. Floating.
What does that mean?
A 9-hour push for spacious.
All right, so he's talking about.
The plan was to sled in Brian Head, Utah.
Okay, so listen, so he's. So
He wants
in
to
What's
leave
Your Name, does it say
California.
where he is? Okay, in What's Your Name, he starts with the talking, right? It's like a little interlude. He says he's in California, right? And California, so in What's Your Time in Cars? So, and he's in a car. So let's say that's California, right? In Lumberjack, the interlude is about Utah. So I think you're exactly right. I think every song is him going somewhere different.
Yeah. I think
What's
actually,
Your Name? He's in California. And then in Lumberjack, he said, like, the plan was to go to something, Utah. Take my boat. So I
Oh
think it
wait.
fits the-
Okay, so
think it
I
fits.
saw a theory. If he's talking about his boat, then there's a theory that this album is based on an unfortunate events book where the kids have to take a boat to
Yeah,
escape.
take the boat out.
Yeah. I mean, that could be possible. I think
So yeah, so maybe Lumberjack is last.
no, I think Lumberjack is in the video format is the first song in the video
Wait, yeah,
format.
but in the books, they take the boat out in the very last book.
Yeah, well,
Or they take the boat. Yeah.
in the video though, he's packing his suitcase. You can see it. So that's the beginning of the story.
Okay.
And then in What's Your Name, he's finally traveling.
Ooh.
Did you not know? See, he's packing at like.
I see that, but
Yeah.
like, it makes no sense. He starts in.
I think it does though.
He starts in Utah and then goes to California where he's lived his whole entire life.
What?
I think that's where he meets the girl. Okay, so it's definitely not first.
Yeah.
Lumberjack could be first. Right?
Maybe in video sequence, but maybe in like normal album, maybe it's Lumberjack doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
The rest of the song, just the lyrics don't mean anything, but the video itself means something.
Okay, so hold on. He says the plan. The plan was to land in Utah. So maybe he's not even in Utah. Maybe he's just like fucking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Drop vanilla and cocoa. Stuff.
Luggage, but he also has some open luggage.
But he's
So he
putting
could
on
be-
stuff.
He could be packing or he could be unpacking.
He's putting
Right.
on a jacket though.
So I think he's unpacking. I think Lumberjack is further into the album. I don't think it's first.
No,
If
and then
he's
he
unpacking-
leaves. And then he leaves at the end at 0:45. You see him with his suitcases and he's leaving his little hut thing. So he was leaving. So he was definitely packing.
At 0:46. Okay, yeah.
He's leaving, yeah.
Yeah, he's leaving.
And then he's in like a snow place.
That's definitely Utah.
It could be. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel iffy about saying Lumberjack is first.
Yeah?
Do you think Tyler would want to start an album with a song that
Okay,
seems like
no,
it's
no, no.
not gonna be what the album is really about?
I
The
don't,
rest of
I
the
don't
album seems
think
really
I don't think
soft.
the song itself means something. The video, like I said, means something. So the video and like storyline, maybe the whole track list of the album is like completely different from what the story we're gathering is.
Let me see if
Maybe-
it got leaked on Reddit. Remember the Do you remember how it was talking about the numbers?
Yeah.
You remember the numbers?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Now. Okay. Let's say this, dude. I think the numbers is the track list. Right?
It's like,
I think the numbers is the track list. I'm
but
not
how
gonna
would
lie.
Lumberjack be a number?
Listen, he places everything with numbers. Sweet, or the video side street, but sweet. Number 10, right? And then you've got
On his
Lumberjack.
Insta?
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
have
no,
Lumberjack.
he's been doing that since like 2019 with like just normal.
I know he's been making the album since 2019.
Yeah, because at the
No,
Grammy,
five is
at the
really
Grammys, he wore when he wore his like whole
good.
like
Yeah, he's been working on it for super long.
he had a suitcase at the Grammys that said "Call me if you get lost."
Yeah, that's what I said. He's been working on this album for a long time.
Yeah.
But What's Your Name is 4?
That with Best Interest, which is weird. Best Interest is not going to be on the album, and he did that with like random stuff. He like put like he put like 9 as Rihanna when he met Rihanna. He put 6 as Paris, Tokyo, like stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So it could just be like, I don't know. I don't really know what that'd mean, but. And this album could feature Kanye, because there is one that says 8 Do I Do, and it shows a picture of him and Kanye.
Well
So,
done.
I don't know. But then next, it's... I don't know.
Yeah, let's go to Tyler's Twitter. Call me if you... Dude, I saw 2 posters in New York City.
I know, that's really cool. You're more connected now. You're more
Yeah.
connected to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard.
You got another question?
I think we're just gonna leave it at I don't know, because that's really...
That's good.
That's really it. All right.
No, we can leave it at What's Your Name is currently number 1 on trending.
Yeah.
That's a round of applause.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll be doing a listening party tomorrow, chat. For the album, it'll be dropping in a couple hours. Me and Justin probably will. You're coming over, right?
Coming over? Probably. I don't see why not.
All right, then yeah, we'll be doing that, and then so yeah, we'll probably do a review on the album too, diving deeper, breaking it down, probably in a couple days. So yeah, keep tuned, subscribe to get all the latest content for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Subscribe, I'll slap you, bro. Come on.